Have you ever run an event like an EdCamp or a PLC or a PD meeting in which you wanted people to tweet and tweet to a specific hashtag? And then as a reward for people doing that, you wanted to give away prizes at the end or some variation of that? Well, I've done it. And after explaining to a couple of people on Voxer how it works, most people said, there's a bunch of steps. It sounds cool. Can you make a video tutorial though? So here is that video tutorial. You need a Twitter account and you're going to need an IFTTT account, IFTTT.com. That stands for if this, then that. So you're also going to need a Google account. Then from that Google sheet, I'm going to eliminate duplicate usernames. If somebody tweets 25 times or somebody tweets 3 times, I want everyone who tweets to have an equal opportunity of winning a prize. Then I'm going to put it into a template that Flippity provides, and Flippity is an add-on to Google Sheets. And it will create a spinner with all those Twitter usernames. And I can click one button, it'll spin the spinner, and it'll land on a username, and I can give away prizes. And why would you want to do this? Well, when we did this in a PLC to prepare for Computer Science Education Week, we wanted to get people comfortable using Twitter and tweeting to our CS and SF hashtag. And then as a reward, we wanted to give them prizes. So let's get started. Right now it's summer and a lot of the ed chats are on hiatus, and it's the morning when very few ed chats occur. So I'm just going to use US Open because that's happening today. Then go to your IFTTT account. Click search at the top. And if you've never used this before, I'd search for Twitter hashtag Google Sheets. And when you press return, you'll see a list of results, and we're looking for this one. When a specific hashtag is used on Twitter, add the tweet to a Google spreadsheet. So I'm going to click on it, and it's not turned on yet. So I just have to click right here where it says turn on, and the green light turns on, the configuration settings open up, and right in the center, new tweet from search, we're going to put in a hashtag US Open. And then it says add row to spreadsheet. Okay, so every time someone tweets with US Open has the hashtag, we're going to add it to a spreadsheet. So I'm going to get rid of this line and just put US Open down here. So it will IFTTT will create a spreadsheet with this name, all the US Open tweets in my Google Drive account. And let's go over here before I click save, and I'm going to say Google Sheets. Here's my latest today. There's not a spreadsheet with that name yet. So when I go back here and I click save, now my applet is active. If I click on my applets, you can see here's that applet working. It's on. I'm going to click on it again, and I'm going to click here on the settings icon. And then I'm going to go down here where it says formatted row. And I'm going to click in here because I actually don't want all this information. All I want is the username and the text. So I can see that it's like a real tweet and not just some random nonsense. Because if I'm going to be giving away prizes and I want to encourage people to use Twitter and our hashtag, I also want to make sure they're not just tweeting LOL or something so they can enter the contest. So I will get a spreadsheet that has a list of Twitter usernames and the tweets. And again, the problem is going to be that some people will tweet 25 times and some people just a couple. So we'll take care of that in Google Sheets with a function. And then we are going to click save here. And if I scroll down, it says created on June 15th, but it's never been run. It will run within a few hours, but you can also click here on check now to manually run it. Don't manually run it too often because you'll get a message that it can't run right now because there's a limited number of calls to the Twitter API that this can do. To get started, I'll click check now, and it says it's checking, and we'll get a message. Now you can see that it was run 3 minutes ago, and it has run 14 times. If I go over to my Google Sheets area, there's a spreadsheet now, all the US Open tweets. And just for fun, I'm going to open it. And with my spreadsheet open, you can see that the first column, the usernames from Twitter, and the second column is the actual tweet. So if I double click to expand the cell, then I can see the full set of tweets. I could scroll down and show you there's tons of tweets. There's like 167 tweets now on my spreadsheet. Once your spreadsheet gets to 2,000 tweets, it'll create a new spreadsheet. And you probably want to turn your applet off in IFTTT if you're only using it for like a short period of time. So I want to eliminate duplicates in the username field, because even if someone tweets multiple times, I only want them to have one chance at winning. So I'm going to use a function, and this function's pre-built. But I'm going to click here in column C, and I'm going to press equals because I'm going to add a function. And then I'm going to type the word unique and then open the parentheses. Now it's asking me for the range. If I just click the column header for A, now watch in my function, it'll just put in column A as the range. And then I'm going to close my parentheses. And then I am going to press return. Takes the usernames in column A, and it puts them over into that column. And I figure there must be at least a couple of duplicates, and there are. So you can see that there are 153 unique usernames, although there's 167 tweets. Chances are in your ed chats on Twitter, there's many duplicates. So your unique list will be much shorter than your total number of tweets. I'm going to click on the bottom name, scroll to the top. I'm going to hold Shift down on my keyboard, and I'm going to click on the top one. And then I'm going to copy this list. I'm on a Mac, so I'm going to do Command C. You can do Control C, or you can use your menu to copy this list. This is the one part that I wish I could automate, but I have not found a way to automate except with scripting. I think is kind of beyond what most of you want from this. So then I'm going to go to this last tab, because this is flippity.net randomnamepicker.asp. One extra step you need is a copy of this template. So if you click on that, you'll see this template and make a copy. And this template opens up and it says name and photo with a blue background. These are cells you don't want to change. There's some stuff programmed behind the scenes already in this template that you don't want to change. But what you do want to change are these names. I'm just going to go ahead and paste in all those values. But let's go back to this. Remember, this is a reference to this cell. So when I paste, watch what happens. If I just do a regular paste, it has that ref error. So if I undo that, this time I have to go to Edit, Paste Special, and then I'm going to paste the values only. So instead of the reference formula or function, it's just pasting the values. So it should be like 157, I think, 154. So there we go. Now this is the document that you will use to run Flippity. It seems like a lot of steps. Really, it just takes about 2 minutes to do this. And then you will go to add-ons, you'll go to Flippity, you'll pick a template, and flip through the different Flippity templates available. And the one that I want is right here, Flippity Random Name Picker. So from the name column, it's going to take all those Twitter usernames and put it into a spinner that can be spun. And it says important, you must go to File, Publish to the Web, and click the Publish button for Flippity to work. So I'm going to close that again because that's one step I forgot to do. Publish to the web. It says it's published. If you want to stop publishing, you can stop publishing it there. Now I can click the X. Now when I go back to add-ons, Flippity, flippity.net. Now if I click on this one, here is my spinner. And of course, it's hard to read the spinner as it is because there's 154 names around this spinner. But now if I click on this black triangle, it spins, and when it stops, it's going to show you the name nice and big. So then you can announce, this is the Twitter user who won this prize, and you can do it again. And here's the next winner. And you can keep doing it until you've given away all your prizes. Now, this default version doesn't prevent someone from winning more than once. Like you could spin it and get 3 in a row the same name. Generally, I haven't run into that happening, but there are some controls that you can add so that one person wins, their name is removed from the spinner, but that's a few extra steps. I hope you're thinking of all the different ways you might be able to use this. Anytime you have a big event that you want people to tweet during and use a specific hashtag, you can grab all the tweets using the hashtag, put them into a Google Sheet, then just a couple of manual steps to prepare it for this Flippity Spinner. Then you get your Flippity Spinner, and at the end of your day, you can draw some prizes. Good luck creating your own, and I can't wait to hear how else you've chosen to use this workflow.